last year, and we're going to do it again this year and help some people fix their financial situation. The difference with us, though, is we do it using strategy, right? Not sales, not hype, not fluff, but real strategy. So we're a bunch of real people actually getting real results. And I got some teammates on the Zoom with me tonight who are going to actually give you guys a better understanding on what we actually do. So I got 7:30 on the dot. I believe in being on time. For those I've never met, my name is Brian N. Bean. I'm the founder of the Extra Digit Movement. And what that means is we show you how to grow your net worth one digit at a time. And we do that using strategies, not sales, right? Strategies, real people getting real results. And we use a concept called income shifting. So you don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going for a hard sale or whether or not I'm gonna try to shove some opportunity down your throat. That's not the case. I'm gonna educate you for the majority of the time to give you an understanding on what income shifting means. And in layman terms, here's what it is. It basically means you gotta learn how to shift the money that you make back away from the people who shifted it away from you. See, in capitalism, guys, there's a big tug of war. So every day when you wake up, somebody's trying to get your money. I promise you. Everybody's trying to get your money. Big business trying to get your money. The government's trying to get your money. The banks are trying to get your money. So we wonder why we struggle in this country. It's because most people don't understand capitalism and how it works. So my aim tonight for the next few minutes is to show you how to shift that money back to you and give yourself a cash flow increase. And then you can make extra money if you choose to every single day, every single week, and every single month. If you want to invite people to our Zooms. Thumbs up if y'all ready to go. If you're on the Zoom and you're ready to go, let me know. What's up? Oh, I got the big dogs in with me tonight. I got AJ in the building. I got AQ in the building. I got Teresa in the building. Okay, the word must have gotten out about tonight's Zoom. So let's do it, guys. Write this down if you're brand new. First of all, by now in the chat, you've put who invited you. Now, if you're not watching my computer and you're on another IG or YouTube or whatever, the site that I'm on is Income is Your Outcome. Income is Your Outcome. That's my Zoom link, and the password is cash flow. No caps, just the word cash flow so you can see my screen. So guys, let me show you first of all the 4 things that keep you from winning financially. Once you understand our countdown to financial freedom, you'll never look at your money the same. This is real simple. The first thing we're going to do is show you what's keeping you from winning. Those are the 4 challenges. The second thing we're going to do is show you the 3 solutions to those 4 challenges, right? So that's the 4 and the 3. Then the second thing we're going to do, well, the 2 represents the 2 goals you should have. Everybody should have a financial goal. The reason most Americans struggle is because if you aim at nothing, you hit it every time. And then we got one company that's putting all this under one umbrella and handing it to you on a silver platter. And that's Making Wealth Real Financial. So here's what I want you guys to get. Number 1, inflation is the first thing that robs you of your wealth. Now, you'll never hit your goals if you don't understand inflation. Inflation is silent. What that means is every single day, your dollar actually loses value. People don't believe that, but it's true, okay? When your dollar loses value every single day, it's because business owners control how much things cost. So if a business owner at any given point can increase the price or cost of their goods and services, but you can't increase your revenue or your income at the same time, then your dollar really is buying less. I'll give you guys an example. When you used to put 20 bucks in your car, maybe 20 years ago, the tank would fill up because it was dollar for dollar, dollar for gallon. Now the same 20 bucks in your car only takes it a quarter of the way. So the same 20 lost value because gas is higher. Well, let me ask you guys a question. How much do you think education is going to cost when your kids, when it's time for them to go to college? You think it's going to be the same as when you went to college? How much do you think groceries are going to be in the next 5 years? How much do you think restaurants are going to charge us to eat when COVID is now here and less people can sit down? So more prices are going up more. See, COVID has changed the way businesses conduct business, and the only way for them to stay afloat is to charge or pass the expense to you. Everybody do like this. So they're passing the expense to me, right? So what you got to do right up front, guys, is say, man, I need to find a way to make sure I'm not giving all my money away while everything is going up. The second thing going up, taxes. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you dice it. If you don't believe me, man, I'm telling you, look at your tax dollars. Brian, why is that important? Well, think about it. these stimulus checks just went out. Now, I know you think they did you a favor, and they did, but collectively, we got to pay that money back. I'm not knocking anybody that got a stimulus check. Don't get me wrong. I think if it helps, great. But I also know that the government doesn't give out free money. So you can look for your taxes to go up over the next 4 to 6 years as that $2 trillion wave the first time, and then another $1 trillion wave the second time. We got to pay that money back. Now, here's the reality. You'll never hit your goals if the government is still taking 1/3 of your paycheck. 1/3 of your money is going off the top. So if you make 50,000 and the government takes 18,000, you take home 32,000. Nobody's talking about this. They're talking about Sprint versus AT&T. Let me switch to Verizon. They're talking about Chevron versus Shell. You know what I mean? They're talking about, oh, let me go to Publix, versus Kroger, or the different grocery stores in your cities. Nobody's talking about, you know what? My tax is too damn high. You've been trained to ignore the biggest expense you have, which is your taxes. You've been told to just don't look at that. Property taxes, sales taxes, ad valorem taxes, luxury taxes, capital gain taxes. All these different taxes add up, and you wonder why you don't have no money to what? Invest. Now, write this in your notes, new people. Taxes cause debt. Taxes cause debt. So now inflation is dropping your dollar. Taxes are through the roof, especially with COVID. Inflation prices are sky high. And because of COVID, taxes are going to be sky high because the government didn't give out free money. I don't care what y'all think. Then guess what? People's debt is going through the ceiling, because now when taxes go up and prices go up, people borrow money. Now they get buried again. So the second third of your money goes to the banks. See, this is what I always tell people, and I say this every time I talk to a group that's excited about money. If you want to be wealthy, anybody watching this Zoom can be wealthy. Anybody on IG, anybody on YouTube, anybody on Facebook, all you guys can get wealthy. But the first thing you got to do is get your money back from the people that's stopping you from getting wealthy. Now, if the two biggest accounts in the world are the US Treasury, right? That's number one, actually. The US Treasury. Who do you think they get the money from? Everybody do like this. You. Taxes. Okay. Now, if the second largest account in the world is the banks and the Federal Reserve, who do you think they got their money from? Everybody do like this. You. So if the people had all the money, and the people are the ones that made the US Treasury what it is, and the people are the ones that made the banks what they are, you got to know that they got you believing that that's the way it's supposed to be. The minute you wake up and go, wait a minute, why am I paying all these taxes and getting a tax refund? Wait a minute, why do I have student loans, 3 credit cards, a mortgage, 2 car notes? You were taught that. So what we got to do is shift the money back. Now do this. Everybody say back to now. Now we're cooking. All right. Now the third thing you got to recognize, this is important. You in it right now. Big business takes the final third of your money. Now my degree is in English. I went to Morehouse College. I graduated in '97. My degree was in English. I thought I was going to law school. God had another plan for me. I started my business. I lost my first $1 million in my 20s because nobody taught me this stuff. Now in my 30s, I was able to recover. Now I speak passionately about this stuff. Why? Because you can get wealthy, but you can't do it with big business every single month waving something in your face. They're not waving how you should invest in Sony. They waving the PlayStation. They're not waving how you should invest in Nike. They waving the new Jordans. See, what they do is they get you to buy in to their consumers or have a consumer mentality, while you and your money feeds the people that have the wealthy mentality. That's the new thing I'm doing this year. See, Jimmy, what I'm doing this year, I'm like, look, the opposite of pro is con. Everybody agree? Thumbs up if I lost you, if I didn't lose you, okay? The opposite of pro is con. So if you are a consumer, why don't you become a prosumer? What does that mean? That means you make money off the same things you consume. That went over some of y'all head. Don't worry about it. I ain't mean to get that deep. But all I'm saying is I got tired of being a consumer of everybody's goods and services. This year, I'm going to be a prosumer. I'm going to own some stock or I'm going to have a mutual fund, or I'm going to have a bond. Whoever I'm purchasing from, I want to stake in the company. Thumbs up if that just makes some common sense. So how you believe in Louis Vuitton, how you believe in Gucci, how you believe in Nike, how you believe in Honda, how you believe in Coca-Cola, how you believe in Heinz ketchup, and you don't own none of them. Not even a percent. Come on, man. Big business will have you broke. But this is what you got to understand. Ain't nothing wrong with big business if they paying you. See, everybody that's providing a solution during the pandemic, they're winning. Zoom is winning. We on Zoom right now. For those who are not, you need to catch us on the Zoom right now. IncomeisYourOutcome.com. Password is cash flow. Jump on the Zoom. IncomeisYourOutcome.com. Password is cash flow. They winning. Uber Eats, winning. Purell, we wiping our hands every 5 minutes, winning. Airlines, losing. Hotels, losing. You got to get on a winning team. Making Wealth Real Financial is providing financial solutions during the pandemic. And guess what? We get paid every single day. Now, if you're not on the Zoom, you can't see this, so you can't appreciate this. But I keep this pay stub right here with me while I do my Zooms, right? When I was coming out of college, they were paying me gross $1,333. Y'all see that? It used to be called Bank of America. That's my real pay stub from 1997. My gross was $1,333. Now my take home, that's the sad part. Scary part back in the day was $976. That's back in 1997 now. I got my degree from Morehouse. I'm ready to go. I'm making $976 every 2 weeks. Now I don't mean sad part for you guys that make that money. I mean sad as it relates to the debt I had. That wasn't gonna pay it. I don't mean sad as in I'm disappointed in the income. I mean sad as in the apartment I had, the debt I had, the credit cards I had didn't meet the education that they gave me. Raise your hand if you know somebody that got all these degrees and still struggling, right? That was me. So I got a degree in making money, and now every single day at 5 o'clock, I get what they were paying me every 2 weeks. $500 today. $500 yesterday. $500 the day before. $500 the day before. $500 the day before. So how is my base monthly? And I haven't shown you guys the bonuses. My base is $15,000 a month. And I haven't even shown you the other 10,000, the other 3,000, the other residual checks. How is my base now per month what they were paying me in 6 months? How do I make now more in 2 months what they were paying me per year? Everybody do like this. Mindset. See, I want you to understand this and put this in your notes. Your bank account is a direct reflection of how you think. And most of us have broke thoughts because we think everything is scam. Oh man, he can't be making all that money. Okay, well, ask my CPA. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh man, people don't hear him making no money. I'm gonna let them tell you. Right? Raise your hand if your text message go off every day. You're getting a daily check. All right. So let's look at this real quick. Albert. No, I'm gonna save Albert. Let's do Vonda. Vonda, what's up? Come talk to me real quick. Let me take you off of mute. I want y'all to hear from people that's getting paid every single day. Vonda Bell, talk to me.
Hey B, what's going on?
Vonda, what do you do for a living? I love saying this because I love educators.
Oh my God, B, I teach 3rd grade for Birmingham City Schools.
So the children are our future. Is this true?
Yes, most of them. Yes, they are. They didn't show up for class today, B. First thing back.
Okay, y'all still on vacation. So Vonda, you get a text message every day, a minimum. Yes. You're on your way to 500, but it starts with what?
$5 a day. $30 a day, B.
You at $900 a month right now under quarantine.
Yes.
Y'all pick your phone for those. Okay, scroll for them, Vonda, so they can understand. There you go. That's enough right there. That's it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Every day, B. Every day. $30 a day.
Now, Vonda, real quick before I show them how that happens, talk about how without the pay, you still brought in a couple of $1,000s just with the strategy. What did our company do for your W-4?
Oh my God. They adjusted my W-4 in less than a week's time. I turned my adjusted W-4 into Birmingham City Schools, and my paycheck increased $800 a month.
Nice. Nice. Now, do we take that and go ball out? How do we grow to 800?
Oh no, we snowball our debt.
Good.
Snowball our debt. Yes, I'm knocking on my car payment right now, B. Then I started my new home.
Okay, good. Okay, now we're cooking. So I'm gonna show people what that means. You adjust your W-4. You get $800 a month without working any extra overtime, tax dollars back. Now, people don't know what that means, snowball your debt. What'd you do first? Did you attack the car first or credit cards?
I actually did credit cards first, like little small loans. So I took my smallest debt, knocked it out, and then the next thing, I doubled up the payment. So each time I knock something out, I would double up the payment to eliminate debt. Nice.
All right, girl, let me let you go before you tell your whole testimony. I'll be back. All right. Who else out there is getting daily pay? You getting a daily check, daily text message. All right. Good. Let me go over here to Richard. Richard, seniors on the move. Richard, how does it feel? You got people out there saying it's too late to make money, Richard. I'm too old to make money, Richard. I'm in my 50s and 60s, Richard. You are a senior on the move. What's your daily pay right now? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Turn your mic on. You're off mute. Nope, we can't hear you. Work on it and come back. Shoot me a text message. Shoot me a text message, okay? Who else getting paid daily? All right, hold on. Jimmy Slayton. What's up, man? Come off mute for me.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, man. Your text message going off every day. You're on your way to 500 a day, but everybody got to start somewhere. Where you at right now?
$20 a day.
$600 a month. Has it helped you?
It has. It has.
So you'll be where Vonda is in a second. You'll be at $900 a month. Then it gets all the way up to $15,000 a month. Then it gets all the way up to $30,000 a month, and that's our minimum. Jimmy, what has that done for your household?
Done a lot, especially bringing in $600 a month. I'm an educator as well, and just right now with this pandemic, the whole thing is just being at home and you're safe. So this is a great way to make extra income at home.
Now, Jimmy, do you know, so you're working, you're an educator. Do you know if you just took the 600 and put it in Wealth Max, which I'm gonna show them, you can get wealthy by the compound interest of being what? Consistent. Mm-hmm. Everybody put that in your notes. Be consistent. We're gonna show you how to get this money consistently. And when you put it in the right places, it doesn't take $1 million to make $1 million. What it takes is $300, $400, $500 at a time. What? Consistently. So Jimmy, you're a future millionaire, man. I hope you understand that. Now all we got to do is claim it and we can speed up that process.
Absolutely.
All right. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, let me show you how this works real quick. People are like, Brian, I hear them. How y'all doing it? All right, here's how we do it. So what we do is simple. Your role is to introduce people to the Zooms, introduce people to our lives, introduce people to our platform, introduce people to the videos. Our role is to educate people on how to improve their finances. When I say our, that's our team, okay? The extra digit movement. We grow your income by an extra digit, right? We're the fastest growing organization in Making Wealth Real Financial. We have several several million dollar residual ring earners, right? We have a training platform that is in place for you to be successful. You just introduce people to us. We do the talking and breaking it down. Making Wealth Real does the execution. So Brian, what's my business? What is my actual business? Well, let's compare it to one of the most successful companies in the world, McDonald's. McDonald's took a basic concept: burgers, fries, shakes, apple pies. Burgers, fries, shakes, apple pies. They said, we're gonna market these 4 things. Now we're gonna allow people to open up a McDonald's. We're gonna do all the marketing. They can have the golden arches. We're gonna supply them with the franchise fees. We're gonna supply, they pay the franchise fee. We're gonna supply them with the recipes. How this works, all of that. You buy it into a system. Well, guess what? Over here, for $228, you buy it into a system where our burgers, fries, and shakes are all money oriented. Our burgers is Money Max. Our shakes or fries is Credit Max. Our shakes is Equity Max. And our apple pies is Wealth Max. Every pillar we have improves your personal finances. You don't have to get the daily checks if you don't want to. That's for people like me who like, look, I'm coming out of this pandemic better than I went in. If I'm quarantined at home, I'm gonna make some money from home. But if you want to, guys, you can just use the pillars and improve your own finances. And it's only $228 to join the business. $228 to join the business and $119 a month, which is $4 a day. Everybody write that down. $4 a day. Ooh, I'm glad I'm quick on my fingers, but that could have been ugly. You just never know in these Zooms what somebody gonna say. I promise you, she don't know that she is being heard by everybody. All right, so $4 a day. Now, most of you guys right now, here's where you start tripping. Oh man, I don't have $119 a month. Yes, you do. You're giving it away in taxes. Rhonda just told you, when our enrolled agents adjust your W-4 for you, the tax dollars go down, the money comes right back in your paycheck. So the cost of the business is $228 one time, and then $119 a month after that. Now, what does that actually get you? Well, here's our portal, if you're looking on the screen. You upload your pay stubs to MoneyMax. Our enrolled agents adjust it and get it back to you so that you get like Vonda and your paycheck increases. You upload your 3 credit reports to CreditMax. Our company restores your credit. With all the illegal things that people have on their credit, it's keeping your scores down. That means your interest rates are higher. So you're paying for things 2 and 3 times. We restore your credit for you, been doing it 25 years. Equity Max is our debt elimination strategy. Now you take the new money from MoneyMax, the low interest rates from now you're getting from Credit Max, and you go chunk your debt, and now you down to low interest rates, no revolving debt, only installment debt if you got any. Now, instead of your creditors getting all your money, that debt is coming back to you, just like the taxes came back to you. See, that's called income shifting. And last but not least, Wealth Max, I want y'all to understand this. This is where all the other 3 pillars come together. And now you putting your money in places that wealthy people put their money, like land banking, like private banking. You see, there's a big difference. So let me show you how this works. The first thing you want to do, we're going to show you how to get those taxes down. You mean to tell me I can take my phone, download our app that comes with your membership, upload receipts into the app. So when I go out, take a picture of my receipt. My internet bill, cell phone bill, take a picture of the receipt. Then I take that spreadsheet and the picture of the receipts, hand it to my CPA, and now my taxes are coming down because I got a what? Home-based business. Just that alone will save you more than $119 a month. Just the tax breaks. So raise your hand if you like your business to pay for itself and be self-funded. Very important. The second thing you got to remember, not only are we going to save you taxes on your receipt by your receipts, the W-4 took this man from $1,186 to $325. Man, do y'all know what $861 extra per month just did for this man? That's ironically, Vonda's savings were about $800 as well on her taxes. Do you know if you went and asked your boss and just said, look, I need $800 more. I'm not gonna work no more hours, and I'm not gonna let you change my responsibilities, but I need an $861 increase. After they get you out the straitjacket, tell me what they do with you. Because you know you must be crazy. Credit Max is the uploading of your 3 reports: Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Then we, as a company, attack the illegal things on your report so your scores look like this young lady who's 19. Went from a 356 to a 501 to a 763. 19 years old, got her own car now, no cosigner, low interest rate. Equity Max, like Miss Charlotte here, is when we take your creditor's game plan for you and we shorten all that debt that they had you in. We take the new money we have and we pay off the debt. Here's a question for you guys. How much more money would you have if your debt was 0? I want y'all to think about that. People say, well, Brian, you make a lot of money. Now, I ain't the wealthiest person in the world, but man, I don't owe anybody nothing. My biggest expense is the government trying to keep them out my pockets, right? No car notes. I have 7 cars, all titles in my safe. I have no student loans. I have no credit cards, and none of that. So when you don't owe nobody and all the money is yours, you can get wealthy faster. You see? So Charlotte here had $500,000 in interest. that her creditors would have paid. Had her pay. Equity Max showed her a new way of paying it, and now she'll have $11,000 in interest. So I want y'all to hear this and understand this, okay? Now, let me get some more of my partners, guys. Who has a credit testimony? Who has an Equity Max testimony? Money Max testimony? Raise your hand for me, let me know. Anybody want to testify? All right, Diane, I see you. Diane, let me go with Diane. Diane, let me go with the cool accent. Irie.
Say it again. Say it again, Brian. Couldn't hear you.
Let me hear the cool accent.
Okay. So I got another New Year's gift today.
Okay, I like new ones.
Yeah. So December 30th, my score went up 14 points. And I thought that was it for right now. But when I logged in today, there was another 39 points.
Increase. Okay, so you talking, everybody knows she's talking about her credit, right? Your credit scores are now approaching 60-point increase.
Right.
Isn't that crazy? And tell the people how simple it was. Did you have to write letters and go to the mailbox every day?
Oh, no. All I did was I uploaded my 3 credit report, my ID to the experts, and they went to work for me. And every month I've been getting increases, 15, 20 points, all the way up. I can't wait till tomorrow.
All right, you start to get addicted. You know what's funny, Diane, real quick? People forget this. When your scores get better, guys, you can go back. You can go back to some of those creditors and renegotiate some of those deals. A lot of people don't do that. That's another savings that you can get from the higher score. Congrats.
Thank you.
Great job. Who else got one for me? Derek, I'm coming to you last.
Brian, it's Christy.
Oh, man, no, I got to save you for something else.
Okay.
All right, now I'll tell you what. Go ahead and go. I can't rob you of the ability to share how awesome the membership is. What's going on with the membership?
Brian, so far in a little bit over a year, my credit score has increased to 162 points total.
Man, forget your other testimony. That's the one I need. 162.
162 points. I'm at like a 794 right now.
That's crazy. You approach 800. Yeah, because I remember you had some old bogus stuff. And it's funny, It was something small, but it cost you a lot.
It cost me 100 points. It sure did.
Yeah, that's bogus, man. A lot of people don't understand that. Okay, I'm still gonna come back to you here.
Okay.
All right. Let me tie Albert, I'm gonna save you. Derek Ray, let me tie you in here so you can talk about Equity Max real quick, Derek. Tell them what happened when you put your mortgage and everything in Equity Max, how they shave your money.
Hey, Brian, mic check, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, when I basically put in all my debt and everything and I tied it all in under the Equity Max, before that, I was pretty much with the creditors, with their plan and everything out, kind of lay it out real quick. They had me basically paying my debt and all that interest for about 16 years.
Okay.
From my age now, which would basically take me up to about maybe in the 70s, in the late 70s, 70 years old.
Isn't that crazy? And you're too young to be thinking about that.
It is crazy. Now, with the new plan on the Equity Max, now it basically shortened everything almost in half down to about 8 years. Is why I'll be debt free, which means I saved almost about $69,000 in interest alone.
Derek, why wouldn't a person want to do that? Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy, right?
They're gonna let the 119, Derek. I don't know, man. That 119. Now you saved 69,000, but that 119 is a killer.
It is.
Congratulations, man, and thank you for all your service, man. Y'all give it up, Derek, a military man, a veteran. We appreciate you, man. All right, man. So let me show you the money. I could testify forever and ever and ever. I'm gonna bring Albert back. I'm gonna bring Christy back. I'm gonna bring some people back in a second. But new people, now's the time, real quick. I usually pause right here. Do you understand the membership? Right? If you got any questions and you're new, come off mute for me. Do you understand the membership piece before I show you the comp plan and we get out of here? Just raise your hand or going once. Only new people, first time seeing it. Everybody good? Vincent say he good. Okay. Going twice. Everybody's good. Okay. New people either really scared or I'm doing a good job. All right. Let's keep going. Somebody said just makes sense. Okay. Let's roll. Now, Brian, what's the end game? What's the goal? When I get all my finance in order, what's next? What's next is now you want the investments to grow. See, people think increasing your income is the first step. No, I mean, is the last step. No, that's the first step. Once you increase your income, Now you want that money to start growing. So Wealth Max, I want y'all to check it out. Now, our investment firm is called Cal Choice. I dare you to go Google. Go wait, after this, go check them out. This firm is awesome. We have what's called land banking, where you can invest in land in what's called the path of growth. Now, what that means is we study trends, and our company, Cal Choice, went out and bought acres and acres and acres and acres and acres of land in Southern California. The area is called Antelope Valley. For those who've never heard of it, go check out Antelope Valley. The nickname is Green Energy Valley. It's about 60 miles outside of LA. So you got the water keeping you from growing. You got hundreds of thousands of people moving down there to get out of the city. And now when demand is high, but supply is low because of the ocean, land values go what? Go up. Right? So Warren Buffett put $2 billion into this area. 2 billion with a B. Investing. The Olympics will be out in LA in 2028. You got 8 years to get your act together and get one of these deeds so that now all of our parcels increase in value and you sell it to retail commercial properties, developers, investors. We get the land wholesale in 2020, 2021, 2022, then retail it later in 7 to 10 years. Now you're giving your kids a deed and what's called a head start. Who likes a head start for your children? All right, man. So let's get out of here. So now your cash flow has improved. Now let's show you what's called business income. So just so you know, your taxes are down because of the membership. Your debt is down because of the membership. Your expenses are down because of the membership. Your scores are up because of the membership. And guess what? David G, we haven't even shown them the money yet. That's just your own finances getting what? Getting better. Okay? Now here's the money. Now you need some business income. The reason you need business income is because a business is not taxed like a person. That's what people miss. A business owner gets different breaks. That's why Amazon didn't pay taxes for 13 years, because it's a big business. TWA didn't pay taxes for 51 years. It's a big business. If you don't own a business, they say you need to take about 20 bucks a day, 600 a month, and just throw it out the window. So you got to own a business. So here's how this works. You earn $50 for anyone who says, I like this. Now, if they want the membership, you earn $40. So you still get paid. If they want the business, you earn $50. So you get paid either way. If they just want to be a customer, that's $40. If they want to be a member, what we call a QFD, that's $50. But here's where the magic happens. I didn't know, these are my real pay stubs. I didn't know half these people on my pay stub. But you still earn anywhere from $10 up to $75 from strangers you don't even know. Let me tell you guys something. Do y'all know this year, mark my words, we're gonna have 1,000 people watching us live? See, on the Zoom right now, it's about 130. It's not bad. Do y'all know by the end of the year, we're gonna have 1,000 eyeballs on us live? That's one of our hashtags, 1,000 eyes live. That means by the time this thing is shared, like our Zooms average maybe, like our big Zooms, this is kind of a private Zoom, but our bigger Zooms may average 350 to 400 people. And then it'll get shared, and then on social media, it'll be 15,000 people seeing it. Do y'all know y'all catching this? And all these 10s and 25s and 35s and 75s, y'all can be the person to introduce this to your whole community. Do y'all know the power of making thousands of dollars a day during a pandemic? Or are you gonna let the old you, the skeptical you, who tried this back in 1972, and it wasn't this, because Making Wealth Real is only 18 months old, but who doesn't understand everything, keep you from making anything? Let me tell y'all something. I called Krista yesterday because I still don't understand the comp plan, but I have $30,000 and $40,000 months. I called Krista yesterday. Hey, Krista, help me understand. You would think by now, after investing $228 and making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 monthly, you would think by now I would know the comp plan. I don't. People don't understand that. I don't. But I bet you I understand direct deposit. Don't let the little questions that you don't know or don't have answers to keep you from growing as you make money. That's all I'm telling you. That's just my message for tonight. Let's get out of here. So here are my actual pay stubs when I first started, right? You see, we get paid every day. My first check wasn't nothing, $28. My second check wasn't nothing, $38. I love showing these because everybody looks at me today and they think I've been making like $10,000 a day from the beginning. No, I started off just like y'all, little bitty checks. Then I started doing these Zooms. Then the quarantine hit where people at home watching our Zooms, right? 473, 330 next day, 325 next day, 229 next day, right? This one my job was paying me every 2 weeks now. They paying this every 2 weeks. On the 7th, I made $935. That was this check for 2 weeks. Next day, 680, 613, 170, 383. I'm just skipping around. 118, 654, 1,300. I made that in 1 day. They was paying me that every 2 weeks, Jimmy. Y'all forgot about this check? I made that on 1 day. Now you're getting it all the time. I mean, I made that every 2 weeks. Now I'm getting it every day. Everybody do like this. It's your mindset. See, a lot of people don't know how to change their thinking. They think that if you just work harder, you will get richer. No, that's not how it works. Working harder is smart, it's honorable, it's noble, but it doesn't necessarily translate to wealth. You got to work smarter. You got to work smarter. Conclude, car bonus. Put this in your notes. You don't have to get a car, people. We just call it a car bonus. It's $500, $1,250, and $3,000 per month on the 10th of every month. And guess what, y'all? Here come that doggone 10th again. It just keep coming, LaShondra. It comes every month like clockwork. Here come the 10th again. I don't think some of y'all know the significance of the 10th. Raise your hand if you know the significance of the 10th. Any of my other car bonus recipients out there? Let me look real quick. I know Christy's on here. Who got a car bonus recipient? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. I'm looking on 3 pages here. Well, Christy got the highest one. So let's go here. Christy, come back real quick. Christy, which car bonus level are you at? Oh, hold on. All right, now try.
Hey, Brian, I am at the $3,000 a month car and luxury home bonus.
Car and luxury home bonus. Now, Christy, real quick. People think because you're cash flow, Christy, and you're in the top 3% of the company, it's soon to be the top 3% in the country with the income you're making. They think you started at 3,000. Was it just as exciting when you were at 500?
It was. I think it was like even more exciting because hitting the 500 brought that belief system in that it really does work and that I really can do it. So it was an incentive, Brian, to make me go harder so that I could see what the 1250 felt like. Then when I hit the 1250, it was more of an incentive for me to now hit the 3,000 and max it out. And guess what? You don't have to get a car. That $3,000 bonus allows me the freedom and flexibility to do whatever it is that I want to do.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let me ask you this. Tell them, since you are the comp plan queen, they think $500 must have 3,000 people, 8,000 people. How many people, Christy, roughly, to get the car bonus?
You only need about 50 people, 50 to 60 people in your team to actually get this car bonus at 500. But Brian, the beautiful thing about our comp plan is if you are at the $500 car bonus, you also should be at the $500 presidential bonus because the points are working simultaneously for the 10 different bonuses in 10 different ways that we actually get paid. So if you have about 50 to 60 people in your team, that's roughly about $2,000 to $2,500 a month, guaranteed.
All right, so since you brought it up, explain how this presidential bonus works.
Okay, so the presidential bonus ranges anywhere from $500 to $100,000. $15,000 a month. So guys, if you see this screen, it has what's called group points. These are the points that you are accumulating anytime new people join your organization. So as your points increase, so do your group points for both of or all of the bonuses, especially the presidential bonus and the car bonus. So I think, Brian, you are at level, let's see, it's so high level.
Oh,
level
hush.
4. You're
Come on
level
now.
4 on your way to level 6. So what does it feel like, Mr. Bean, to be the proud recipient of not only the highest presidential bonus recipient in the company, but how does it feel to just, now you told us about the daily pay, that you're at $500 a day. So we gonna play with your money a little bit tonight, okay?
Nah,
So
we ain't got to do that.
no, we are. So $500 a day is guaranteed, what, $15,000 a month, right?
A month minimum, yep.
Minimum, and that's guaranteed, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so you're on the $10,000 level for the presidential bonus, correct? So just with 2 bonuses out of the 10, if my math serves me correct, that's $25,000 a month in guaranteed income just in 2 of the 10 ways that we get paid. Is that right?
So far, you are correct.
Okay, and you got the car bonus too, right?
Come on, Christy. That 2 out of, that's enough. All right. That's enough. Ain't nobody gonna be knocking me out when I go to the store today, okay? So,
All right.
hey, man, what she's saying is, y'all, it's all good. And the cool thing about this, before we go, we have a lot of fun doing it. You got the daily guarantee, you got the car bonus, you got the presidential bonus. Now, those are the bonuses, but your current cash flow is getting better. Your credit getting better, your taxes going down, your interest going down, your wealth is going up, your land banking, you got your deed. See, people forget. Y'all get so caught up on the bonuses that you forget. Even if you don't go hard and make $1 million in the business, right? You can go hard on the cash flow side and become a millionaire. You can't lose. So with that being said, listen, write this down. Tomorrow, we won't be on this Zoom. We'll be on our Facebook platform, right? Which is where we want to see those 1,000 eyes. I'm claiming it. I don't know about y'all. Who believe we can get 1,000 people to watch us live? I know we can. Y'all, let's just take a concerted effort. We're gonna get 1,000 people watching us live by April. So you want to be on this website tomorrow. How to increase your cashflow.com. That's our Facebook page, right? Our team page. How to increase your cashflow.com. Not this one. This is a private Zoom. That one doesn't take a password or anything. It just streams to Facebook. And then we're going to all bring our guests there. And I can't wait to see 1,000 eyes pop up by April of this year. That means we're helping a lot of people. So if you're brand new, hey, listen, guys, let us know if you're a 3, a 2, or a 1. A number 3 says, no, thank you. I'm okay. I got plenty of money, plenty of land, plenty of investments. Don't need you. All right, number 3 is thanks for joining us. At least you weren't rude about it. And at least you didn't try to come on here and clown because I got something for you. No, I'm just joking. At least you just agree to disagree. A number 2 says, Brian, I like it, but I just want the financial experts to help me personally. I don't want the car bonus, the daily guarantee, the text messages, the checks, but I do like the membership. Number 2 is, write this down, $79 a month. Not $119, not $228, $79, right? Because you don't want to make the money. You just want the membership from the experts. Number 1s are like, Brian, I'm in. Shoot, we quarantine. I don't know what everybody's talking about. I'm ready to make some money. All right, number 1s, you talking my language. Get with the person that invited you out. Let them know if you're a number 2 and you just want the membership, or you're number 1 and you all the way in, because we'll give you a game plan accordingly. I need all number 1s to make sure you register for our quarterly event. It's this weekend, January 8th, 9th, and 10th. Don't miss it. You're going to hear from top producers. We're rolling out the whole campaign for the year. You're going to hear from all the success testimonies. I'm going to do 2 keynote addresses. We're going to do virtual breakout sessions. We're going to practice with one another. We're going to give away all kinds of free gifts. It's going to be amazing. Game Changer is here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you're on the team and you have not registered, shame on you. You're going to get left in the dust in 2021 because you're going to be too far behind. You're going to wonder what's going on. And we moving like a train. So new people get with the person that invited you and let them know if you're a 2 or a 1. people that are in the business get registered for Game Changer so that we can get you set up for Friday and get you in the private groups and get you ready to go and get you some money this year that you've never made before. All right, I appreciate it, man. Y'all please give yourselves an audio round of applause. Y'all been a great audience, great audience, great audience.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job, good job.
Presentation, Brian.
Good job. I appreciate it.
Presentation,
Good
man.
job,
To all the
my
God,
son.
man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Good.
Hey, we're gonna get out of here, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is 8:30, by the way. Tomorrow night is 8:30. Howtoincreaseyourcashflow.com. Sign up during the break. Y'all have a good night. Peace.